Dicey Bastards.
6 writers face off by a roll of the dice. They'll fight dirty, leave nothing behind but fingerprints and a tall tale. Stealing hearts, breaking parts, with plenty of time to kill.
They're dicey, but never fair bastards. Death is always made dicey. You know they can't be trusted bastards. Come on and join the Dicey Bastards.
We now return you to the epic action in part 2 of the season finale of Dicey Bastards.
I mean, yeah,
right, so-
if you're cramming 8 good berries into you, it's basically going to be like, have you guys ever seen those boots or those jetpacks that let you walk on water by just blasting out with enough force?
Yep.
Yes.
All right, so you guys make your way to the West Cherry Amphitheater, carved into the
One
ground.
sec, Gibby. My point was, I'd like to move a few squares down.
Well, I don't know if you're doing this now because, like, what I was about to say is this is also this after later this evening. This is where the debate stage will happen. So you can do this now or when he's on stage.
Oh, it
Your
sounds
call.
like it's going off.
Hey,
Yeah.
before we left the other scene, Claudia wanted to stuff her pockets with mashed potatoes.
Just mashed potatoes.
Yeah, just mashed potatoes.
Okay, got it. Okay, how many pockets?
I probably have at least 4.
Okay, 4 pockets worth of mashed potatoes.
Mimosas come in those little glasses, so Stan will take 3 of them and make sure he marks 1. Just very careful to make sure that the mimosa that he has put the goodberry bomb in, that he doesn't drink that himself. So 2 for me,
It works.
1 for the plan.
All right, because this is like a quick side note, because this is a slightly longer episode that we're recording today with a little, we're doing the questions at the end. So we didn't need to take a pee break because I got to go.
I'm
been an
all right,
hour.
but I'm fine
I'm
to
going to
hang
go
out.
pee, so I'll be back.
Actually,
back in 30
Gibby, no, you can't go for a pee.
Yeah.
Well, then talk amongst yourselves while I go pee. I'll be right
Tamp
back.
it down. Tamp it down.
Nope.
Well, this is going well. I'm going to go grab a beer.
Yeah.
Welcome to this official Authors and Dragons piss break.
Brought to you
Just
by...
leave this in. Play some elevator
Brought to you
music.
by Gush Cola. Gush. How did we settle on this name? Oh, we're going to end up keeping that, aren't we?
No. The entire... This is what the people want. They want the backstage magic.
I feel like we need to hum like the girl from Ipanema. Do, 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 do.
Wait, is the girl from Ipanema public domain?
Yeah. Maybe we'll edit that part out.
Well, I think she was within the few seconds.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah,
okay
that's
there. I
fine,
was just...
yeah. It turned out I actually did need a pee, so good timing.
Well. How the
Dicks
turn
come home to
tables.
roost. Yeah.
If it
so-
isn't Mr. Needs a Piss.
Those middle-aged bladders aren't what they used to be.
They are not. I'm not waking in the middle of the night to pee yet. Unless
I guess I technically do. I just never go back to bed.
Oh.
Because I usually wake up at 3 a.m., piss, and then that's it.
Aw.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
I mean, at this point, that's just
I know
life.
that.
I always am up.
I'm a 6 a.m. guy. If I'm up at 6, I'm just awake. So I just get up and go. So,
If I was like that, I'd get a catheter or something. There's no way I'd get up for free.
dude, when I was in the hospital for my spine surgery, I had the catheter. That thing was the best. Oh my God.
That'd be brilliant.
All right.
If you just constantly,
All right.
Anyway, I'm getting distracted. Let's carry on.
All right, as you gather into the West Cherry auditorium stage amphitheater, this lady comes up to pardon me, and you, for those in the town you've been here for a while, this is House Marm Hickory Stick. She is an elven lady, and she's like, "Thank you all for so much for being here. We really do appreciate it. It is
so many elves in this town.
it's such a special treat."
You
Well, here's the
know
thing. It's
why.
mostly human. The problem is like it's mostly human town with a few others, but so the elves feel like not it's been no secret that all the elves now have a raging crush on Moog, and they all think he is the coolest, and they have been going out of their way to like give him the finger and like the finger guns. We love you. You're the best. Some people are starting to wear their
Yeah, I was like, give the finger might have a different
finger guns, like the finger crossbows. Then
does that mean something else in Elvish? I don't know.
Some of the kids are starting to wear like Moog t-shirts. They're trying to dress like they're like getting the emo Moog face kind of thing. So anyway, the children of a school play, we understand they're kids. Some of these are the kids that you save. So the younger ones, they're very resilient, and they just want to put on a special play for you all. They weren't there obviously for everything, but we got a lot of information from Inspector Riggs, the paladin Asimar, before she left and went back to the town of Galahad. So she filled us in on a lot of information. So just go with it, and the townsfolk really need to see this. So thank you very much.
By the way, we should talk after play in solitude of woods where nobody sees us.
Oh, I like that. That sounds
Hey,
great.
quick question. Is this the same stage that has the ballot box on it, or is this a different?
No. This is like a little bit away from West Cherry. This is like built into the side of the hill. So this is where they put on their like local plays and orations and things like that. So, but Moog, to your right, the two elven the people who have the kid are like they're just down to the right from you. Like they give you a thumbs up and wink. So, all right. So, ladies and gentlemen, West Cherries, the school marm says, "Okay, the play is about to begin. Please, silence your scrolls." And so everybody gets inside, and the kids come out to the play. Kids walk out like. 5 great champions came to West Cherry to liberate, to save the kids. And you see the school marms mouthing along with them. They saved us. And steps to the side. The first kid walks up, and he's in a very bad horse costume. It's cha-chunk. I am Cabert, the horse lord. I talk to monkeys.
Wait, Gibby. Did they put a dick on the horse costume?
Give me a perception check. At 5, 10, 50, 20, 25, 30, 35, 45, 50 feet away. So
it's a next family show. He's wearing a dance belt.
Next kid walks up. 12. You can't tell.
Damn it.
Maybe, the next kid steps up like, I am Claudia Bearskinner. I punish bad children. Twang. And
Claudia will applaud.
This kid, this one steps up to the middle.
That kid really took his fucking life in his hands doing that bit too.
This kid takes a step up, and he's got an old gray wig on, and he's walking hunched over with a cane. I'm Stan Liverspots. I lead with speeches.
I think that's supposed to be you, Jorcerer.
This kid walks up and wearing a big red moo is like, I am Jorcerer, the Red Wizard. I shoot webs from my wonder.
Hooray!
And the middle kid steps up. It's like, and all the kids on stage. It's an elven child steps up, and all the kids are going, Moog, 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 Moog. And the middle kid raises his arms in victory. I am Moog Backhand, the Elf Prince. Moof the Elf, King of the Elves. And all the kids go, King of the Elf, King of the Elves.
Okay. Stan and Claudia next to you see Moog hold out his hand and Orphan Splitter appear in it.
All right, Stan is going to. Moog's not subtle. We all know what's going to happen here. Stan is going to half the mimosa goodberry cocktail into the other glass he took. Being very careful to remember which ones are drugged. And say, Moog, you look thirsty. Please do have one of my mimosas. Don't worry, it's not the drugged one I have for Jorcerer, and that's in this hand.
Yes, Moog is thirsty for elven blood.
Moog, give me a. Let me see. Let's go with the Constitution. Let's give me Constitution saving throw.
Okay,
this is just to keep your cool. So
2.
Well, that's all.
Keeping his fucking.
It ain't good. You are unhappy, but thanks to with Stan's. Here's the thing. With Stan's thing, I'll give it an advantage. It gives you a 7, and the DC was a 5 to start with. So you're cool for now. You're cool for now. All right. So this kid, the orator kid, steps back up. These brave heroes fought their way through the cursed grove. And the kids and the kids in the background are masquerading. As you guys start walking through, like, oh, look, a bush. I don't know nature. Hide in the poop, but I don't know how to rope. And the elf one steps forward and goes like, Moog will save you idiots, and starts pulling the kids through the bushes. These kids are acting like bushes, like, Russell, bush.
This is a great show.
That kid over there is a really convincing bush. He's going places.
And then they reset and like, and when they found the town of East Cherry, our heroes bravely jumped into a hole in the ground. And all the kids pile in on top of each other except for Moog, the Moog character who steps aside. Like, and it's like, you all dumb. It's like, oh, I broke my wonder. Oh no. That was like, a monkey. I'm Cabbert. I bite crotches. Grrr! You know, so.
As much as this is a fantastic show, Claudia wants to leave.
I'm glad someone understood what I was saying with monkey noises.
If Claudia wants to leave, she can. She can get up and like give me a stealth roll to like just discreetly get up and leave
Yes,
if you want to.
I will do that.
Okay. Give me a stealth saving. Give me a stealth check.
Okay.
16. People are watching the kids. It's easy for you to get up and go away.
Okay. Cool. She's going back to the ballot box.
Okay.
Do we
We'll come to
notice
you back
if
to it.
the sheriff is in the auditorium?
The amphitheater.
Amphitheater,
You give me a perception check.
See if I can spot the sheriff while simultaneously trying to drug two of my friends. Perception. 11.
You don't see him. Then
really
the kid
got to keep track of who I'm drugging here.
the kids reset on stage, and these other kids step out into their costumes, these two hag costumes. One's like a big green tree kind of monster, or not green, but like the black anise hag, and then the purple one. It's like, our heroes bravely fought the hags, but we're not ready. Oh no, they are too powerful. Run away. Cabbert, go get help. And they're like, oh, and all the kids move off to one side of the stage, and they reset. Ha, we have won the day. Then the announcer kid gets to the front, like, the heroes regrouped, but with help from an angel. Ooh, and the other kid steps forward, like who's got a paper mache wings on to act like the Aasimar Paladin. Armed with the toys that my mom and dad don't know that I know that are in their drawers, the heroes fought and killed the hags to free the children. Take this, take my bag of sex toys. And the kids like have a little pop, the little pop that and the streamers shoot out, and they like, oh no, we are covered in dicks. And the kids like,
Stan will stand up and applaud.
Yeah, honestly, thunderous applause.
I was also thinking about leaving, but I'm glad I stayed.
there's a lot of kids like half the parents are looking like, what the fuck? And the other half is like, this is art. This is fucking art. And then the kid's like, we are the Dicey Bastards and we won the day. And the elf kids come to the front of the stage and it's like, clears his throat. And he's like, thanks to the angel lady who gave me the inspiration. She knew that Elf Moog was the leader of the Dicey Bastards. And Elf Prince Moog Backhand has crushed evil. And he fights for the right of all elves. I am the best elf and all elves will tell stories about me from now to the end of time. The elves to the right and left stand up and start applauding. That's our kid.
Moog
That's
will
our
stand up
kid.
too. Moog thinks he will go on stage and congratulate child for wonderful.
Vibrating with rage.
All right, well, guys, Moog looks like he's like, Moog, how are you looking right now?
Well, he's got his axe in his hand.
Okay.
And
he's ready to rock.
I don't think it requires a big perception check to know that.
No, I think everyone's honest. So Stan, Jorcerer, Claudia, you're not there, and Cabert, you have options. So Moog, he starts walking towards the stage.
I'm going with mimosa options, like, have a drink first, Moog. You know, just limber up a little bit. You can swing your axe hand better with a little bit of booze in your system. And it's got orange juice in it, so high in vitamins. Nothing else.
Moog will take it down in a shot.
Mm-hmm.
Does it help?
You tell me, sir.
No.
All right, well, now we get to find out what happens when somebody drinks, I guess, 4 ground up.
I guess
berries.
the best option I can possibly hope for is I will try to use sleep on Moog.
Because he is in the body of an elf, he's immune to sleep.
Son of a bitch, that's right. I forgot about that. Well,
and
that
because
was
he's also
pretty much
because of the
only,
Fey Presence patron, so I'll say this: Moog, you get all the way to the front of the kid with the axe in hand. That's when your body locks up, and only Moog can hear this. The rest of you have to mitigate, but Moog, there's a voice that sounds disturbingly like Pink reading your head, like, "Oh no, dearie." You start swinging away, then it starts asking questions, and I can't have that. So that's not coming back to me. So you're going to stand there and do nothing. We can deal with this later, okay, dearie? The elf kid.
Everybody else just assumed was going to shit himself when he said his body locked up.
Yeah. So the elf kid in front of you is like, Mr. Moog is giving me his axe. And he takes Orphan Splitter from your hand and runs off stage with it. And all the kids are like, yay. And the teacher like gets all the kids and like, thank you all very much. And there's applause and the kids all retreat off stage safely.
There's always a price for power.
Is that halfling that voted for the sheriff around here?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Right here, behind
Not
you
for
over here.
long, I'm guessing.
Which one is
Right over
it?
here. Right here. Right behind you.
Oh, all right. Just want to.
All right. So the kids luckily make it to safety with the school marm. And I will take them off.
Claudia wanted to use the distraction of the play to go break into the ballot
Oh,
box.
we'll jump over to you.
Okay,
Yeah, not a
cool.
problem. I'm just on the. And when the kids are safely away, Moog, your body is returned back to you with Pink Rita's voice, and you said, "Don't be killing anybody, stupid. Don't be stupid now, Moog." All right, so we're gonna jump over real fast to Claudia, back to the fairground. Okay, doom. 1 second. I'm gonna bring everybody over real fast to the there we go fairground. Now what I'm gonna do is like everybody's here on the map, but I'm getting rid of all. Okay, put this up here, so all the people are gone. Okay. So these guys are just here because they were left on the map, but they're not here, but they can watch. So Claudia, you come back up from over here. You pass under the Jorcerer balloon. What do you want to do?
She wants to, if nobody's around, she wants to break into the ballot box.
Okay.
I wonder if the shadow of the Jorcerer balloon causes plants to wither.
Under the shadow of the Jorcerer.
All right, so move yourself around.
Okay, where is it?
It's to your right. You are. So as you come to the mouth over here, you hang on. There's a tingle where there's like an anti-magic field going on. So
anti-magic field.
Okay.
Yes.
Time to rogue.
Good thing I didn't break any.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, you have magicals like your magical items just do not work within this field because I know you have a magic. You have a magical bow. Blah blah blah. So
okay. No problem.
And okay, so you go up to the ballot box. Now, weirdly enough, it seems like the field is give me an Arcana roll. Let's see what Claudia knows anything about Arcana.
Let's see what Claudia knows anything. She rolled a 13.
13. Not a problem. It seems like the statue up here is the source of the anti-magic field, but there's something else going on that seems. Yeah, statues shouldn't have joints of articulation. So. Statues should just be a statue. They shouldn't have where it looks like they could bend and move if they had to. So what do you want to do?
Well,
I mean, there you clearly see a lock on the box and the ballot. So what do you want to do?
She's going to be standing there squishing the mashed potatoes in her pockets while she's thinking about it.
Okay. Like stretch ball mashed potato.
More room for mashed potatoes.
She will take a handful of mashed potatoes and try to aim for the statue's face.
Okay. Not a problem. Throw me some mashed potatoes.
Actually, this is smart.
Blame it on a pigeon.
I mean, it doesn't sound smart at all, but it's.
What do you want?
Don't do it. Don't do it with your bow, but like because you're a rogue, you're doing something like that. So give me a D. It would be probably the same. Give me a D20 and add your dexterity modifier.
D20 and my dex is +4.
Okay, so D20 +4.
D20 and then +4, 15 +4 is 19.
Yeah, big statues aren't hard to hit. You got some mashed potatoes where you believe the eye visor would be.
Nothing happens?
No. You haven't done anything illegal yet.
Did the mashed potatoes stick to the eyes?
How long were you squishing them in your hands for?
Oh, probably through the whole play.
So they're pretty warm and goopy, so they're running down pretty quickly.
Okay.
These aren't fresh mashed potatoes. These are now runny, squished up.
All right.
So.
Okay, so she thinks that the ballot box is guarded by this thingy. She's
seems like a safe bet.
So what she is going to do is take all of the fake ballots.
Okay.
And instead of breaking into the ballot box, she's going to stuff the ballot box with more ballots.
Okay. That's easy enough to do. So you stuff all of them in there. Now give me a favor. Give me an intelligence roll.
Intelligence, do it.
Nope, just a straight intelligence roll.
8.
8. You're fine. Nope, not a problem. Brilliant idea. This cannot fail.
That's the most encouraging thing a DM can tell you.
Okay. At this point,
You have successfully stuffed the ballot box.
At this point, she's going to sneak away.
Okay. Give me a stealth roll.
20.
20. You like a koala ninja. You just roll right out of there. Zero problems. You want to return to the play, or do you want to go somewhere else?
As she's sneaking away, can she drop some mashed potatoes along behind her?
Sure, by all means.
Because the last person,
Mr. Potato Head, stuffed the ballot box.
the last person who had potatoes in his hand was in fact Jorcerer.
That is true.
The plot thickens.
Thickens like delicious mashed potatoes.
She'll go back and join the others.
Okay. Because it's one of those like Father Brandon gave you enough ballots to cover every person who would vote. And now you basically would have the double amount of ballots in the box. So that was what the intelligence checks were for. Just like, so nothing bad could possibly happen. Okay. Back over to the play stage. Moog, you are now free and have free control of your body again.
Moog will stalk back to the others, hold out his hand, and summon like Orphan Splitter from that little thief.
Yeah, for the distance here, my axe.
With a kid attached.
Stan's just Stan's steadily counting in his head just to see how long it takes for this goodberry thing to kick in, if it does.
Oh, there is a situation that while you were standing there, it is like you are feeling gastrointestinal issues. Like you just ate like 4 packets of freeze-dried food, like 4 days worth, and just drank water. So your colon is now all of a sudden filled. So it is it's almost immediate that you already got the fart starting. It is yeah.
Moog will walk over to these other elves and be like, "Come with Moog into the forest. Moog must show you something." And empty bowels.
Yeah, well, in a little bit, sir. Like, we have to go meet with our kid after, and reward them. But the debate's here a little bit later, so we'll meet up with you later if that's fine, sir.
No,
Sounds like Moog is biting off.
That's fine.
Jorcerer
Moog not going to tell you now.
Come with me to the woods and look at this thing.
You obviously not want to know secrets, so Moog not going to tell you.
The thing is, like, you have your axe back, and they saw you give it to the kid and they take it back, so they're not exactly like, well, thanks. We're cool for now, Like, they're not trying to be rude about it, but they're, like, we're good. And so people start filing out of the amphitheater. And a lot of them, like, now that the play is over and then the what's it called will be happening later tonight, the debates, some people are just returning back to the fairgrounds. Now, you guys talked about maybe trying to find the sheriff, or do you guys want to wait around for the debates? Your call.
Ideally, I want to drug the sheriff before the debate. But I suppose if he is going to be heading to the debate stage, he's probably going to get there early. Seems like.
So the way people have been talking, he's been hanging out at the sheriff's station most of the time. He really doesn't leave the sheriff's station very often. So.
Okay. Well, again, Stan did a pretty good intelligence check for keeping his ear to the ground. He will make his way to where he knows the sheriff is likely to be.
What are the rest of y'all doing? You're following Stan or do something different?
Might as well follow him.
Yeah. This seems like where the party's at.
Okay.
I want to keep an eye on that. Well, no, I might as well go too.
Stan's got cocaine in my messes. Yeah, we'll go with him.
All right, so you guys start heading over to the sheriff's station. You've been there before. You know the location. You know the place. Okay, 1 second.
And when we get there, Moog will walk into one of the cells and use the chamber pot.
No, not a problem. So.
Destroy the chamber pot.
Yep.
Yeah, he's going to just blast that chamber pot. Where did I
send that chamber pot back to hell?
Where it belongs. All right, so you guys come in through the door. I didn't even need to put you there. You come into the door and Moog goes right in and just starts destroying that thing. Also, you're also off my map, Moog. I can't see you. You still there?
Yeah.
All right.
Stan will stop counting.
Okay. Behind his desk, you see a fit. Okay, ignore that thing of cocaine. It's not supposed to be there.
Oh, sure. Now.
Okay,
it's
you know what?
ignore
Screw it.
that
It's there.
thing of
Fine. I,
cocaine.
I made him that mistake. He had his own supply. Hey guys, what's going on?
Stan will just. We'll just say that Stan goes over and just empties his bag of cocaine onto the desk, and then we can justify it being on the map.
Okay, that's fine.
Evening, Sheriff.
Let's
we're
go with
all
that.
celebrating.
You put some cocaine on the map, and what I was trying to describe is like, so you see a fit, rejuvenated, hasn't drank in a while, new age cleanse. Like the only kind of like after you break up with somebody, that kind of insanity that you get into that kind of diet, like where it's like I can just not drink and work out and eat healthy for like the last 2 weeks, and so you've got this kind of paleo face looking. You got a paleo face looking sheriff. What's going on, everybody?
Yeah, we're just having a good time. It's D-Bag Day. We know the debates are later. We wanted to come wish you the best of luck and do some cocaine with you. Bit of the old gnomish marching powder.
Oh,
here we go.
He's looking at it. He looks at you like, I kind of gave that up, and
I understand you had to give it up because the supply dried up, but I've been saving this for a special occasion. And what's more special than today?
Have you tried CrossFit? It's really good. I mean, you go to the WOD every day and you do the workout, and
wow.
Sorry,
I didn't realize you weren't cool.
Let me see. Let's see what his.
Oh my god, if that works.
He did not do well on a saving throw. Let's just put it that way.
Mean, we thought he was cool, didn't we, guys? Didn't we all thought Sheridan was cool? He's talking about fucking CrossFit.
I think he's a prick.
So cool.
His constitution roll is a 14. He's kind of resisting. But Stan, I want you to give me a persuasion roll with advantage because you got the cocaine.
That does give
cocaine is a hell of an advantage.
Yeah. Well, one, you have the object of his ire and your persuasive, so that gives you advantage. So give me advantage per cocaine.
Oh my god, that's
13. Huh? That's with advantage? Oh yeah.
Oh no, not with advantage. Let me roll it again. Sorry.
Okay, yeah. 23. He is face down in that motherfucker like Scarface. Okay.
Yes.
What a way for a man done.
Like all the 2 weeks worth of like push-ups and like sweet potatoes and that
he's doing a push-up kinda. He's doing a push down.
Yeah.
His face into a mountain of cocaine.
Those leg kicking pull-ups that they do on the videos. Oh yeah.
That's right, Sheriff. So come to what we all know. Drugs are better than life.
So what do you guys want? What do you want?
Nothing. We're just dropping in. Just want to see you happy, friend.
Oh, it's like you're not running. I know you're right. You're trying to God, this is good. So you're like, what? I'm supposed to just give up the debate or something? No way. This is my town.
By all means, do go to the debate with that huge cloud of cocaine in your facial hair.
Let me ask a question. How long would it take if one were to shove his face completely into the cocaine and hold it there for him to suffocate?
Suffocation rules in D&D are very long because he's got a +4 to his mind. So 5 minutes of uninterrupted shoving is what it would take for him to suffocate.
I think he's probably going to do that by himself.
I mean, there's enough of us here to hold him down.
I'm just saying, there's like it's 1 minute to hold your breath, and then you get another minute for every point of your Constitution modifier. So he has 5 minutes just to hold your breath, and then he goes into death saving throws. So 5 minutes it would take.
I mean, it's not impossible that someone would go out like that, but
are we having this conversation?
Feels like a bit of an ass.
Well, you might have done enough damage for now. I believe the cocaine did its job. You've definitely got him tweaking at the moment. So, do we want to head over to the debates? You did what you wanted to do. Apparently, with a very great roll, you've got the sheriff hopelessly addicted to cocaine again, and he knows that you're holding.
Brilliant.
As God intended.
What a heroic adventure this has been.
Okay. So back to the debates.
I'm sure I saw this in House of Cards.
Nighttime has fallen on the town of West Cherry. I'll put the sheriff over here for the moment. Win a silver star. Is standing up there. That is Father Brandon's pick. Jorcerer the Sorcerer is also on the stage. And people have gathered. There are meals to be had. Kids are safely in bed. Elves are not over here to get killed by Moog.
Did I get a chance to offer Jorcerer the loaded mimosa?
If you would like to do that, then by all means, Jorcerer, you have been given a mimosa filled with
Orange
tasty,
juice and champagne,
Yeah.
as far as he knows.
Tasty drink.
Yum, yum. Thank you.
No problem.
Takes the edge off.
All right.
Well, we'll see.
So after a bit, Sheriff Quinn staggers up on the stage looking blitzed. It's like he has got powdered on his face and he reeks of alcohol, because what goes better than that than getting drunk again? So he has a lot of great ideas since this cocaine has started. So
See, we didn't need to murder this guy. Just, exploit his terrible addictions. All unfolds with a tedious but useful inevitability.
all right, so Hutch comes over to the crowd, and Mr. Preen, the butler, is like, "Good evening, town of West Cherry. I am Mr. Preen. I've been butling for the mayors for a very long time. I am here to introduce your candidates, Sheriff Quinn, Winna Silverstar, and Jorcerer the Sorcerer. We would like opening remarks. We'll start with Winna Silverstar, our beloved town treasurer." And Winna gets up there and she gives a very generic speech about doing what's better for the town. She was born in this town, and she will work very hard to make the town better again, following the wake of the witches. Blah blah blah. Very generic. Very, nothing special. But she's safe. She's just a very safe bet.
Stan will lead a standing ovation to say, "That lady's not a cocaine monster or a child molester. Go that lady."
Give me a persuasion roll, Stan.
Oh, God, I hope it doesn't turn out that she's like both of those things.
21 is pretty good. The crowd around you, like, yeah, actually, not being a child molester, not addicted to cocaine is good. That's what we want.
Moog will join him and stand up and scream, "And half of her is not elf."
Again, it's entirely true.
Okay. Jorcerer, would you like to give your opening remarks?
I too am very hard.
Stan will be counting his head and thinking, "I probably didn't need to drug Jorcerer."
Jorcerer, since you drank the thing, you are definitely feeling the pressure of a lot of meals trying to get out of your ass very quickly.
Oh my.
It starts with gas. Okay, Jorcerer.
I think Winna farted.
Interesting. Mr. Preen then turns to Sheriff Quinn. Sheriff, like, "All right, listen up, you sons of bitches. You got soft, you got weak, and that's why this town got taken over. But under my regime, we're never going to be taken over again. I'm talking day and night militias. I'm talking we're going to be marching. We're going to have orders, and we're going to take on the town. We're going to take back East Cherry too. We're going to take it all. The cherry grows between here and there. Will become a blossoming empire, and we will never ever be taken lightly again. We're going to crush the next town." And he just goes on this long, rambling, militaristic speech about conquering, and wow, they're the best town ever.
Claudia will get out her bow.
Okay.
Stan will shout, "Looks like Cokie Quinn's on the old magic dust again."
That you already got a persuasion from before. People will chuckle along. Give me another persuasion with advantage. Now you already got people on your side. You are definitely rallying some folks.
We're gonna have to, because that was an 8 persuasion.
Yep. Yep.
Oh no! What did you say? Advantage?
I did say with advantage because you got him on your side once. Now let's get him in again. 23. Dude, they're all like, "This guy fucking sucks, man. Look at he's like Jesus, man. Look at him. It's like, and he's not even hiding it. Like, he's got a bottle in his hand. He's got powder on his face. Okay, he is ranting and raving. Like, it's like Howard Dean, and it is looking crazy. So yeah. Now Mr. Preen leads the thing. Miss Silverstar, what makes you think you would be the best candidate? If hags were to invade this town again, what would you do to stop it? Well, I would reach out to magical partners that we have in different towns. Maybe perhaps my Father Brandon, for example, the esteemed magician from the town of Galahad. He promised charms, protections that will never happen again. I, for one, believe opening our borders. I believe opening our borders would help very much. And she goes into speech about how cooperation is the best way. Mr. Preen goes to Jorcerer. Jorcerer, how would you protect this town from another outsider hag invasion or other threat like that?
All right, how close to critical mass am I?
Roll me a
this would be the perfect time to violently shake yourself.
Hag? Oh no!
All right, Constitution save.
Mm-hmm. You're holding on. You've closed the back door, so.
All right, well, I mean, do I have to hold on?
You don't have to.
I suppose it was ridiculous for me to assume that Jorcerer the Sorcerer didn't have fantastic anal control.
All right, I want to let it out, and I want to let it out loud. I'm in a moo-moo. So,
Okay.
All right.
All
and
right.
Look, it's another balloon.
As I release, I want to use a prestidigitation spell to soil Winna's pants. Jesus.
Oh. So you want to crap and then direct the crap onto her?
It's not the actual crap. It's I want to make it look like she crapped her pants.
So you're going to crap
That's
inside
what
your
that's what
moo-moo
they're hearing
stealthily?
and
At the same time,
smelling.
you shit your moo-moo.
Oh, so you're shitting inside your moo stealthily, and you're making it look like she did it to her.
Right.
Got it. All right, give me a sleight of hand roll to see how well you hide the prestidigitation because you're wiggling your fingers. So let's see if you can do it stealthily.
All right.
Sleight of
and,
hand.
You know, I'll say, I'll tell you one thing I wouldn't do, and that is shit myself.
Oh God!
He's lying.
Oh wait.
He does that all the time.
All right,
I
sleight
have
of
a
hand roll.
strong feeling they're going to see for themselves.
All right, so you they don't notice it, and give me a deception roll.
Just wiggling his fingers while his massive fart happens.
Exactly. All right, so you successfully hid the spell, and you convinced them that you would never shit yourself while you, in fact, shit yourself on stage in such a way that they don't notice. It looks like Winna Silverstar has, in fact, pooped herself publicly. And Sheriff Quinn's like, see, this is what I'm talking about. That's why women can't be look at this. So they can't even control their butts. This vote for me. Winna actually, she takes a step forward. She's like, I apologize, but I would do anything for this town. I have had a distress.
Including shit myself.
being here in front of you was more important than take care of myself, and I will work myself to the bone. If I have to shit myself daily to do it to be your mayor, I will. I don't care because I will not leave this position.
Stad will start you. Shit yourself. Shit yourself.
And the town, okay, give me another persuasion roll with advantage. Is that with advantage? I mean, it's still pretty good.
It's a nat 20, I think.
Oh Christ! Okay, like a brown wave. Shit yourself. Shit yourself. Shit yourself. Mr. Preen, well, I believe we've heard and seen everything we need from the candidates. The ballot boxes are open, folks. So feel free to vote, and we'll tally it up tomorrow morning.
I love that none of this mattered because Claudia had already stuffed the ballots.
I think maybe we need to flee from this town tonight.
Speaking of dump, I would like to use several prestidigitation spells on myself to wipe.
Right.
Yeah.
Of all the things I was expecting, that was not it.
Yeah. So
It's the D&D bidet.
the remainder of the night goes as expected. You clean yourself up. People get drink. They vote. The democracy is in action. The last we saw of Sheriff Quinn, he was running through the woods higher and higher into cocaine, saying he's going to go find the hags and kill them himself. He was never seen again. The following morning, you wake up in the bed for the last time. Mr. Preen is standing at the door. And the bastards, congratulations on making sure that Father Brandon indeed won the election. I counted them myself, and I made sure to count the correct number. I'm not stupid. So Miss Winna has taken control of the town of West Cherry. So, but you are welcome back here whenever you want. You have your monies, and I believe you have passage ready to go down to the Gulf port so you can sail off. Is there anything you require of the town of West Cherry before you leave?
There are a few elves that annoyed Moog. Maybe make sure they're dead.
I could use a mimosa.
Mr. Preen,
Like I said, consistent.
this bed
Yes.
this bed is going to
Yes,
need
ma'am.
some new sheets. There are mashed potatoes all over it for some reason.
Ma'am, that is the least offensive fluid that has been on those sheets. Remember, this was a hag's sex addict. I saw some things. So, but yes, everything will be, you are packed. Mr. Caber, I believe you were using the cart that was left over behind by Miss Pink Rita. You now have a traveling cart that you may hook yourself up to. You have ample food and supplies for the trek to the port of Faramio.
Well, gang, we ruined a man's life and destroyed the democratic process. Time for our next adventure.
Hooray!
And as the Dicey Bastards go off into the distance, we end this season. And as they leave down that hill, a hooded figure stands and watches them. Soon, fathers, I will find you. Not yet, but soon. And that is where we end this first season of the Dicey Bastards. Thank you all so much for being a part of this. Stick around. We're going to answer a few questions from the audience. So thank you to all of our players. I'm not going to sign us off now because we're going through a few questions, but we can lead into those if you want. So I believe, Rick, you were the one who had the questions, correct?
All right. Well, our friend Zach of all trades asks, you're a DJ at a wedding. However, due to some last-minute computer shenanigans, your playlist has vanished. The bride is about to walk down the aisle. What is the worst possible song you could play right now?
I think not only is the worst possible song for this situation, but most situations, I Like Little Girls by Oingo Boingo.
Oh, God.
Like Two Live Crews, Pop That Pussy.
Yeah, I was going to say, was it Prodigy, I guess? Smack My Bitch Up?
Smack My Bitch Up is a great one. That's a great one. You know,
Achy breaky.
wasn't that Emily? That wasn't that your jam to get, or was it Firestarter? Which one was yours?
Firestarter, yeah.
Firestarter. Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, Firestarter was Emily's wedding song.
Yes. Twisted Firestarter.
How about Ben Folds 5? A brick. So depressing. So depressing.
I like how we pretty much just had one ready to go there.
Right. Well, there's got to be some songs about like immediate breakup or like,
I was just trying to think of the shittiest song I could.
All right. Is that everybody?
anything sung by Brendan Fraser, I assume then. So
No, it said Achy Breaky Heart.
Oh, Achy Break. I didn't hear that. Okay, cool.
Going to see if I can petition Brendan Fraser to release a version of Achy Breaky Heart.
while he reenacts Twister. So yeah,
I think we should pay for a cameo from Brendan Fraser for Bevan for the holidays.
God, 1,000%.
We need to record that. All right. Well, this is kind of a double one from
nothing personal, sir. I just detest you.
if we had the good old BF on a side quest, and Bev was just sitting there like, God,
he does a cameo, but it's like one of those 90s wrestling promos. I'm coming for you, Robert Bevan.
I hear you all big and bad with your critical failures with a freeze is coming down on you.
All right. Well, this next question is kind of a combo from our friend Zach and our friend Blix.
Okay.
Have you ever met anybody in real life who had either a 0 in any score, as in like 0 charisma, 0 strength, 0 dexterity, or someone with an 18?
Okay. Well, 3, I think you have to as low as but like the opposite end of the spectrum. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I want that, I'll just look in the mirror.
I would say, I won't say, I doubt he's listening, but years back, I worked at this one job during college, and there was one guy there, and he just somehow managed to be terrible at everything.
Okay.
like everybody has that one redeeming thing they're good at, and as far as I can tell, this guy just was not good at a single fucking thing in life.
Oh.
I've seen wheelchair-bound crippled kids. They're probably get a 0 on dexterity.
God.
Oh my God.
I think my wife is probably sitting somewhere around a 6 dexterity because God bless her. I remember one time, she's not very athletically inclined, and when she tries to do certain skill-based things, it's like I hear a lot of cursing and things breaking all the time. So she's very bad at that, but I love her. When I threw a frisbee at her, she clapped like a seal and got bonked in the face. So
God, my bulldog does that.
I do a lot of recruiting and interviewing of candidates at work, and this one guy, he must have rolled a nat 20. He crushed his interview. He did such a good job. hired him, and oh my God, we spent the next 3 months trying to fire him. He was so terrible. He said,
I like the beginning of that. It was like, I spent a lot of time recruiting, and I was thinking about you as like a military recruiter. Just like, you're just short behind the desk, like, listen up, you little pencil dick, get in here and join the Marines. Just.
Oh, that is the worst, when somebody just kills an interview and then you get them in and they're just terrible.
oh my God, he was like, he was a liar, basically. And we didn't know it.
Well, that's what, and isn't that what resumes are for?
Yeah. See, this is why I don't interview well. I do it deliberately because I don't want to create any false expectations of my competence.
There was this one. Okay, and this is mean to say, but there's like, and it's a true story. In college, when I was briefly went away to school, I was playing this one D&D group, and there was this one individual, and I'm not going to like name. They were a very rather unattractive human being, and I'm not trying to say that to down them or be shitty about them. They were just conventionally just a rather unattractive individual. But they were playing a D&D character, and their thing was they had an 18 charisma, and they kept like telling everybody they have an 18 charisma, and it was very. I'm a bar with an 18 charisma, and I'm a and da da da, and like it was so obvious that it was kind of painful and it hurt to be around. So it's like, it's like it's like the weak kid getting muscles. So yeah, I know. I felt bad saying it, but it's in my mind. I got to share it. So
I think I've met 2 people with 18 charisma. One's my brother-in-law, who's this ex-punk bodybuilder who now works in security, who's just an awful human being. You'd think to listen to him talk, but actually everyone loves him. He'll just say the worst shit. He's kind of a Bevan, but with muscles, and actually a really good guy, and kind of he's just sort of one of those people that I've always envied, people that can just kind of walk into a room and be friends with everyone by the end of it. I knew a girl like that once, and it was fucking hell. It was like the brief time we were dating, it was like being in a different world. Yeah. It's like I could not keep up with her, but she was kind of she would just walk into everyone and know her name by the end of the evening. She was friends with everyone. It's fucking majestic to see.
My ex-wife had that kind of like way with people. Like I remember we went to Vegas once, and we're sitting at some shitty buffet in one of the hotels, and we're looking outside the window. There's a pool down there, and there are like all these pasty, travelers, people just come to the sun for the first time ever. They're very white and very pale. But the very middle of the pool, there is a very, very, very attractive stripper. She's a stripper, and she is tan, she is endowed, she is augmented, and all the horny guys are kind of circling around like that. But then we were supposed to go down there, go swimming, and I was supposed to meet my wife. I looked down the window, I'm like, where? Oh, of course, she's right there getting that girl's life story. And that's everywhere she went in life. She would sit down, find anybody, and have their life story in 5 minutes. She just had that way with people. So
yeah, I knew that in college. It was like, it seemed to be good at everything, was like really friendly. All the women wanted him. I'm pretty sure he turned a few dudes gay along the way. It was just like this weird charisma, like, thing going on.
Yeah.
And people like that, it's like you kind of want to hate them, but at the same time, they're really hard to hate because of
the whole fucking charisma thing. Yeah.
Right, exactly. God, they're so nice.
I can't even hate you prick.
And I want to.
Yeah, so. No, it's being around those people. It's I can't even remember how I fucking got into that relationship, but yeah, it was like being in a completely different fucking lane of reality those people live in.
Yeah. I met people some like 18 intelligence type things. So some of the places I've worked and some of the locations I worked in, I knew some people that were chaos mathematicians, and like that level of intellect and like that ability to like think but not deal with the world was amazing. Like,
yeah, but I met a guy. There was a guy who joined our job once, and he was wildly overqualified for it, but he was a mathematician and he was really into it, and he was trying to seduce a coworker with his explaining a mathematical theory to her. And I thought, how can you be so clever and so fucking dumb?
Ian Malcolm.
Yeah, well, so there's Ian Malcolm. What was it? Goodwill Hunting, the guy who had the scarf, like the scars guards, like solving equations and like making love to a woman. He just whips the scarf around on one side. So,
well, imagine those guys, but they're not good looking. And,
right.
Nobody wants to fucking hear it because.
Hey, baby, Pythagoras is hot. What a bone, So
it's like conversely, my mom used to date this guy who was like a fisherman, and he knew a few people, and I didn't really know him, but he knew some people. It's like, forget 18 strength. It was like you add alcohol and they would go ogre strength.
Oh yeah,
yes.
Well, yeah, they're fishermen. They're like they have forearms like Popeye. They like haul rope and punch out mermaids. So yeah.
It's not a bad.
All right,
life.
it's not. It's actually. Huh? So what's our next question, Mr. Rick?
Our friend P asks, "What's
P?
a video? What?
Yeah, they've been truncating their names, and it's pissing me off.
What's a video game you wish got more love?"
Oh, I was having this conversation on a forum for people who like Silent Hill, because that's my fucking life now. They've just re-released Silent Hill 2, and it's a fucking brilliant game. Silent Hill 2 was a brilliant game at the time. It's a survival horror, but it's quite grown up and emotional and very fucking creepy and weird. Basically, you're fighting these psycho kind of sexual manifestations. So all these weird freak things are kind of wearing stripper shoes, and you got to beat them to death with a big hunk of wood. I mean, it's for video games, it's subtle. For everything
Yeah,
else,
I've seen
it's definitely
Clockwork
not.
Orange. Yeah.
It's weird because I thought that game got a ton of love.
No, that's what I'm going to say. The actual game I want to talk about is something called Silent Hill Shattered Memories that was released on the Nintendo Wii. So not a lot of people know about it because that was kind of a niche console. And it did away with the fighting system entirely. You could only run away from these things. So it was creepy, but it was also just kind of real. Most of it was, to give it its due, most of it was just 80% moody walking simulator, and the other one 20% running from your life from these fucking twisted freaks. But it had this mechanic that you would talk to a psychiatrist. It would just cut back to you talking, and whatever you said affected the game, and all your decisions affected the game. And eventually, and spoiler alert for a 20-year-old game, you figure out that you weren't at the psychiatrist. That's your daughter. She's remembering you. You're dead. And how you kind of played the game decides what kind of piece of shit dad you were.
Oh God!
So if you spend all the time like these mannequins you pass back and like they've got like lingerie on, if you spend too long looking at them, the entire world starts to change, and the things that come after you start to like look a bit weirdly sexual. And then the ending's kind of like, yeah, your dad left you and she found this fucking porn tape you made. Like, luckily, I got the good ending, you know?
Wait,
I don't know.
what?
Porn tape. Yeah, we heard
that sounds
the
like the
first
good
time.
ending.
Yeah,
What'd
well,
you call
my
it?
daughter hasn't found my porn tape, so it's the good
A happy ending.
Womp womp.
But yeah, brilliant game. Very underrated. I think it's been re-released for the PlayStation. You won't have the kind of Wiimote system, which was pretty cool because you could direct your flashlight and use it as a telephone. But that novelty is gone. It's in the past now, but you can get it for PlayStation. And I recommend looking at as many of the dicey sexual things as possible so you get the worst ending but see the most hits. Which is kind of how I'm fucking playing my life, to be honest. But
About you, Bob or Emily? You gamers at all?
I haven't had time to play video games in decades. I used to be really into the old like Dragon Warrior,
Sure.
turn-based RPGs.
Yep.
There's one in particular that I like that I don't know if it got as much love as it should have. It was called Wild Arms.
Oh
There's
yeah, man.
It
Yeah.
had like a Western kind of theme. It was a
Yep.
perfect blend of gameplay and the background music was phenomenal. And I really enjoyed that. And I don't know. I think I'm looking it up here. It looks like they made 4 sequels, so I guess other people liked it too.
Okay.
not kind of underappreciated, just you were wildly out of the loop. When
All the
What
people
about
talking
you,
about
Emily?
it didn't invite you to the forum.
Along
You got any games? Emily?
yeah, along those lines, I haven't been playing a lot of games, but I've been watching a lot of playthrough of horror and analog horror games. So like Mortuary Assistant and Observation Duty, stuff like that. But the one that I really admire is Poppy Playhouse.
Okay.
It's like a child's kind of nightmare game, but the puzzles in it are amazing and paired up with scary kid images and then running like hell through tunnels to get away from the bad guys. But super fun.
Doesn't sound fun. It sounds horrible. Sounds like a horrible experience.
There's this one game that was from a Double Fine studio, and like on paper, it is either cool or stupid, depending on how you look at it. But it was called Brutal Legend, and it starred Jack Black, and it was like this isekai thing where this roadie for like a generic roadie for a metal band gets sucked into this world where the world is like a fantasy world, but all the things are like metal music inspired. So like Ozzy Osbourne is your the guy you go to buy all your items from. You ride around in a car that, you know, they turn to the big, like a Rob Zombie style car, you know, like the Lemmy from Motorhead is like, you got to recruit him, like all these versions thereof. And, you know, even your weapon is a guitar / axe. The problem was like, it didn't know what the game wanted to be. Is it a turn based? Is it a action RPG? Is it one of those games where it's like, you tell your armies what to do and you sit back and watch it happen kind of game? Like they tried putting 3 or 4 different game mechanics into it. And it didn't quite work out, but it had a lot of potential to be like this cool open world, like weird fantasy thing for people that loved metal music. And it didn't hit, but it didn't get a lot of love or responsible sequel. But yeah, Brutal Legend.
You're saying there's a market for perm-wearing dragon riders.
Yes. Well, that's like one of the villains you fought was General Lion White, you know, and it was voiced by Rob Halford. So like a lot of these guys, like, yeah, exactly. So a lot of these dudes like would come in and like lend their voices, lend their likenesses, lend their things, like, because it's just clearly the guys who made it. And Jack Black, especially, this is like what, 18, 20 years ago, Jack Black. So it's like he was before we got tired of him, Jack Black. So
that's true.
This is the Tenacious D 2005 Jack Black kind of thing. So
I gotta admit, I'm not tired of him.
Oh, I am.
I still like that.
I saw him in that Minecraft movie trailer. It's like, oh,
yeah,
you've become like a facial expression and a tone of voice.
If an emoji was a person, you know, yeah,
he became Jim Carrey. And Jim Carrey became a sad man.
Yeah.
We destroy everything we love. Let's move on.
It is true. That is true. Next question.
Well, no, I had one.
We said next question. No, go ahead.
No, there was this game. It was called Trespasser Jurassic Park, and it was pretty much universally reviled. But I just loved playing it. I just had a lot of fun. And the reason it was, I guess, kind of reviled is that like it was supposed to be a first-person shooter, but it was like weird. Like you basically controlled this arm to pick up weapons and do manipulate locks, but it was kind of janky the way it worked. Your health bar was this tattoo. You were playing a woman character, so you had to look down at your boobs to see your health.
Yes.
And like, you know, and like the dinosaurs were supposed to have a lot more personality, and they didn't. They pretty much were all just on like ultimate kill mode. But I don't know. I just played that game, and I just was just like, despite all of its flaws, I just had such a good time
just staring at your tits.
Yeah.
You know
these
what?
are Super Mario games. I know.
Like 12 hours
them,
to actually like start the game.
You know what would have made it better if the dinosaurs also had tits with their health bars on it.
Yes.
Amazing. Why does no one listen to me? I can do a lot of things if I had some money.
All right, what's next?
We should have moved on. We should have skipped that one. Sorry, Rick.
All right. Our friend C asks, we got a positive one here. What is something that brings you a bit of happiness or hope?
Well, Rick's game suggestion.
Ooh, happiness or hope? Wow.
Oh, my impending book release.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bevan's impending book release.
Yeah.
I don't know why that brings you any hope.
I'd like to see my friends succeed.
I'll offer you better luck because my last one is was not great.
Oh.
A resounding meh. Yeah, I've had those.
Yeah.
I had like you like these books of mine? Great. Here's a new one. That's cool. But what about your other books you write? Like, this is something new. Like, yeah, but what about the other books you write? You know, the ones we want to pay for.
Yeah, that's the problem with trying something new is that sometimes people are just looking like that's nice.
Yeah, like, well, you know, I can't keep writing the same things because sooner or later, like book 7 doesn't really sell, so I got to try something new. So just bring in new eyes. Hello, fans. Where'd you go? Yeah.
All right. This was supposed to be depressing. This was hope.
So yeah, hope. Well, the idea of every new book that comes out, I'll back Bob on that. Every time I'm writing something new or working on something, like, I love what I do. I always have hope when it goes out. I like when my friends succeed. That's always awesome. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll give the generic answer of kids. I love my kids give me hope.
I am going to make it depressing. Surprise. Basically, I'm a pretty depressed guy. I'm always like 2 inches from a fucking void dive. I try and make it funny, but you know, it's not. So most of my kind of, I suppose, positive outlook is kind of a constructed thing, sort of a very thin sort of veil you put on your, what you know about the world.
You mean like listening to Christmas carols when you really are 2 inches away from driving your car into a supermarket?
No, you see, I go the other way. I'm a contrarian. It's like if I feel like that, I'll listen to some fucking Big Black Delta or something. Just really lean into it, But yeah, that's what gives me hope. Just making myself more depressed.
I got a puppy.
You're not wrong. I mean, it's like every time so especially my formative years growing up and dating and whatever, depressions, teenage 20s, early 30s, it would be, if something goes bad, make it worse. That way I could hit off an emotional bottom. So I have like a jumping off point. It's like hitting the bottom of the pool and jumping so you can jump back up. Yeah.
I'll just try and make my fucking mental decline into oblivion as funny as possible on Facebook. And that is my hope, that somebody will read my Facebook post and go, that's funny. Yeah. And, I'll have the validation of maybe 18 strangers. That's what gives me hope for the world.
So like his freaking posts, people.
Yeah, you fucks.
I was going to say, I got a puppy a couple months ago, and I'm very Claudia-esque when I just want to squish her to death.
You peeled his face off? Jesus Christ! Is that?
I gotta wring your little neck. Come here, you.
She did mention this is like the 6th puppy she's got this year.
Well, once they reach a year, they're not a puppy anymore. You throw them away and get a new one. So
throw it away. That's recyclable.
Well, no, it's sad when you put them out in the so they can play the Sarah McLachlan song and they make all black and white grainy footage and it looks sad and cold. So. Yeah, there it is. Yeah. Well, don't you remember, like, I don't know if you grew up, like, kids who grew up on the East Coast, they had that commercial where it was the same thing. Like, it was like, don't leave your pet out in the cold commercial. And it was like, all it was a shot of a dog and the camera kept zooming in on this dog while you hear the parents, like, and it's like, hey, Uncle Jack, come inside. Man, it's cold outside. Happy Thanksgiving. Hey, where's that puppy? He's like, oh, he's a dog. And lives in the backyard. And like, it's zooming in, it's colder and it's windier and the dog's just freezing. It's like, don't leave your dogs outside in the winter. And it was like a PSA commercial that like I grew up with and it crushed my heart every single time I watched it.
I'd be like, you don't know what that dog's done. That dog probably just took like a massive shit on the bedroom carpet.
No,
you could stay outside.
We had a Great Pyrenees who loved it outside. Bringing it in was like when it was bad.
Oh yeah, my Newfoundland was like that. The colder it was, the happier he was. He's like, I don't want to go inside. I get hot.
Yeah, exactly.
He would lay down in the snow.
You see the dog shitting in the garden. You're like, right, that's it. Get back inside.
Well, no, that was the thing. We had a Newfie Border Collie mix, and let me tell you, when it would snow out, like we would try to get her inside so nobody called the cops on us, and she would just be like, "No, I'm happy out here. Fuck you."
Yeah, my Newfie, he was like, when he stood up, he could like reach my shoulders, and he was a 200-pound dog, So he crawl into bed with you. It's like a human laying on you and it's crushing you. So yeah, I love that dog.
Sounds good. I should point out, the other day I went to my daughter's school show and she sung a duet with an equally talented vocalist, and it was a beautiful thing. And she's very good at what she does. And as much as I despair about the fucking inevitable difficulties of joining a creative industry, it was wonderful to see her enjoying her talent, and it did give me happiness and hope.
Now, did she pull a Moog and try to like kill her rival and like?
No, I keep telling her to. I'm like, you want to get ahead in life, you're going to have to break someone's knees. But no, I was telling you, she's got a part-time job, like working in a birthday card place, and that's what I was saying. It's like, you need to, if you want to
how
get
many
more
bullshit
hours.
lines can you put up? Can you write like just horrible things like you're going to die next year? Just like slip one in every so often. So
yeah, I'll break your knees, motherfucker. Yeah. Happy Mother's Day.
All right, so this might age badly depending on how things go. But if you're listening to this right now, we're recording this on the same week that, let's just say, a major healthcare executive got offed.
Yeah,
and I hate to say it, as horrible as it is, but the general reaction online, people just getting tired of just being shit upon by, I guess, the the millionaire and billionaire elite, that gives me a little hope.
Aw.
But again, this, depending on how things go from here, this might be one of those ones that a year down the line, Steve's like, I'm just going to edit this part out.
I saw the memes, and it's like, after he got shot, he goes like, well, I'm sorry, sir, we can't see you right now. You can't treat your thing, and blah blah blah. I saw a lot of the memes that cycled it, and like I understand.
Yeah, the
I'm
irony
on
of
this.
America fixing its healthcare system through gun violence is not
yes.
lost.
Yeah,
it's shouldn't be funny, but it is.
Yep.
I don't make the fucking rules.
What, we got any questions left? We got a few minutes left.
Let's
so
see here.
Give me one or two more. We let people get back around their day because this is a large episode we're doing for the fans as this season finale. So I think we're coming back in January to pick back up a season 2. I'm not sure, but yeah,
probably just fuck around for the rest of the month. I don't want to do any work.
All right,
Anyone else want to do any work?
No.
So one more question.
One or two. Your guys.
All right. Well, this is a fast one.
Okay.
No Irvino. Jesus fucking Christ! Can you just pick a goddamn username we can pronounce? What is your preferred music medium? Digital, vinyl, CD? What have you?
Oh, what? Oh, yeah. All right.
I know a lot of music nerds, so I've actually got a fucking opinion on this for a change. It depends what you're listening it through. Everything is mixed. All your music is mixed for the most popular medium at the time. So when people say, "Oh, vinyl sounds better," yeah, it does through the system it's supposed to be played through. But most stuff now is mastered to earbuds and shit like that. So really, musical quality is not quite as good as it used to be. But yeah, if you want the best experience, if you want to listen to a Beatles track, buy a Beatles vinyl. Buy a system that plays it from that era, and you will have the most appropriately mastered sound for the medium you are listening to. So really, my answer to that is I'm a pretentious cunt.
Yep.
I like
100% digital. I only listen to music in my car, and so it all has to be on a flash drive, and that's how I consume.
Flash drive.
A flash drive. That's Spotify.
Fucking 2006. Come on, man.
You spin the wheel on your iPod there.
Listen, the flash drive is like futuristic technology to me.
You fucking driving your Flintstones car listening to your flash drive.
Got to get out and crank the front in the front to get it started.
Did you get like I didn't get an iPod. I got the iRiver at Best Buy, and it has 3 gigs of music you can hold on there, but it plays it in a row or shuffle, and you got to upload it. Yeah.
It's almost Christmas time, folks. Somebody get Bob a Zune.
Yeah.
I don't want to learn a new thing. The flash drive is working for me.
I saw an ad for mini discs the other day. You remember the digital mini discs?
I remember mini discs.
They were fucking great. They were quickly made obsolete, but they were the pinnacle of physical. I mean, not counting Bob's fucking flash drive, obviously. They were the pinnacle of, I guess, physical media music. But sadly, a very short lifespan.
I only listen to streaming services as well, but I always think about what will happen if all of our grid goes down. We'll have like no access to music.
I will.
You'll be.
If the grid goes down,
will be king.
Yeah. No, it won't. If you're like, if your USB stick is not going to work, if
then we have
if
no
an
power.
EMP goes off or something,
you'll be too busy killing your neighbors to worry about that.
Yeah.
And
like, oh no, my playlist. Now I have to get this chainsaw and fight the Leather King.
Thank God I have my Zoom. No, I'm with Bob. Like I'm a digital person these days. I mean, I still have a few things on vinyl from back in the day, but I don't even have a record player anymore. I need to get them. But I had like my granddad's like Folsom Prison Blues like album. I have my Flash Gordon album with Queen. That kind of shit from my youth. But
Jesus, we should watch Flash Gordon again. That's such a
fuck. Yes, we need to like. Oh my.
We should all get drunk and watch Flash Gordon, guys.
Dun,
things to give me hope.
Exactly.
Bad man, die.
Exactly. Flying blind on a rocket cycle. Yeah, I fucking love that. No, but the thing is, like, weirdly enough, when I worked fast food, we would have this it's like an 8-track but bigger. It's like a 32-track kind of thing. It was hits of 1987, and they had this old shitty system, and like this giant goddamn tape. It was like this big rectangle the size of like a lunch tray. You put into this music chunk and it sits in the music station. It's like 32 tracks of like hits of 87 that play on repeat over and over and over. And god damn, every time you Ooh Baby Heaven Art, Belinda Carlisle would hit, we were like just like oh yeah.
Nice.
Over and over and over.
Like I'm a digital guy, but high end audio, like what Steve mentioned, that depresses me because for a while there I worked for Macintosh Labs, and they're really high end. They sell like $100,000 receivers and shit.
Yeah.
And I was in charge of their website, and for a while there, we decided to do this thing. We're like, hey, send us your setup, because we had we had some multi-million-dollar investors sending us these huge setups and stuff. And we're like, hey, why don't we open this up to like all of our customers?
Yeah.
And people would just send the most depressing pics of basically this one receiver.
Beva with his fucking flash drive.
You're supposed to stay there holding a flash.
It was like that. It would be like an empty basement, like just like concrete walls,
no.
probably like I don't know, Girl Scouts like chain just out of frame
They've got nothing else but
with one
speaker system.
receiver. Yeah, like one receiver just sitting in the middle of it.
Just a dirty mattress on the floor and a receiver.
It was like, I haven't fed my kids in 6 weeks, but I saved up and I got myself a receiver.
Yeah, I've got to admit, like, nothing's ever. These questions have kind of become moot because nothing's ever going to beat digital for convenience. It's just massively fucking convenient. But if we are talking about physical media, yeah, there probably is a boost in listening to the right kind of media on the right system. But people take it way too fucking far. So your gold-plated cables ain't doing shit, mate.
I will say there's one benefit to CDs when we were growing up at that era, because whenever I hear somebody like, don't text and drive, like, one, don't tell me my business. Too many fucking CD books I juggled when I was driving growing up. I can drive my fucking feet, motherfucker. Like I can, you have to get, like, you gotta get
today just don't have that dexterity.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Driving with your crank car and your gramophone and the seat next to you.
I tell you what, though, the fact that I sometimes think, why did I miss out on so much music? I remember why, because it was fucking 10 quid a CD in the 90s, which is like 30 quid now for an album that you might not even like. That might have one killer and all fucking filler because they're rinsing you.
Oh god,
and that was a decision. That was a monthly decision to drop a fucking tenner on an album. And if
you go like Sam Goody or some shit like that, and you're trying to figure out what's good and what's not. And when you could eventually start listening to them samples for free, that was a game changer. Yeah. But getting a burnable CD and LimeWire and Kazaa and Napster, fuck yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes you just got to fucking steal from stuff. Metallica.
Yeah.
So like, even like if you wanted some kind of like, I went on a big Nirvana hunt. I had to get a train to fucking Leicester. So a 40-minute train ride to speak to some weird market stall guy who's probably killed a man. I don't know. And it's like, okay, yeah, I've got this really weird kind of B-side album of Nirvana. I'm like, okay, how much does that cost? As much as a new album sold by a legitimate person? Great, thank you, murderer man. And then you listen to it and like, oh, there are 2 songs on this I haven't heard before, and there's a reason I haven't heard them. It's because they're shit. So Viva La
It's
Digital.
one of those things like I love music. I love music, but man, I hate discussing music with musicians because like it's like no matter what you like that's wrong. You see, here's what you really want to listen to. Like, and it always breaks me. Like, I don't like, you can listen to any 3 things in your room, like Sharpie markers and a cocaine, they're like, oh, you haven't heard that band? They're the best. You're like, oh, I don't care. Just let me like what I like.
The people who love the underground music scene, you just can't talk to them because it's like, shut up.
Our theme tune writer, Stone Cold Ian of the Gorecore 4, actually a very talented musician. He's toured around Europe and stuff. He can play anything with strings basically, and most of the time we get on really well with music. But he is always willing to go for the next weirdest thing and the next kind of. It's like, mate, these people, are they even playing music anymore? It sounds like a clown is humping an elephant. But he's like, yeah, but all the rich layers. It's like, I don't care about it. I want one time, I want one fucking time signature that I can bop along to. I don't want them changing time signature every third
but this
note.
Nepalese scream singing I was brought back by NPR. Like, I'm good. I'm good,
like,
dude.
I agree. That's fascinating, but so's a car crash. I just want to tap my foot, man. Come on.
One final question, and we'll call it a thing. Make it a good one, Rick.
Wow, I think we've used all the good ones.
Pressure. Make it a shit one, Rick.
Make
Come
a
on.
shit one, and we'll make fun of the person that asked it.
What's the shittest question
All right.
they've asked?
Our friend Blix asks, who is your over 80 favorite person?
Over
80?
What the hell?
What old person?
What's your favorite octogenarian? Patrick Stewart.
And they said
we're done.
fictional real life pop culture. You know,
Do they have to be alive?
Yeah, I'm from fucking Corby. We don't go over 80. Lucky if we make 65.
How many years you got left, Steve?
Oh, me, about 5. Gotta
Yeah.
make him count. Gotta take some people down with me, Emily.
Like,
Gotta change the healthcare system.
like how old's Patrick Stewart? Captain Picard, he's over 80. Ian McKellen,
yeah, I was going to say Ian McClellan. He would be my choice.
Nice guys, yeah.
Dame Judi Dench. I don't know. All British people.
All British.
What's that? Well, speaking of people who aren't British and incredibly bad at pretending to be British, Dick Van Dyke, 99 years old, still,
Yeah.
able to think his own thoughts. Well done. I can barely do that. I'm not 9.
I don't think American actors make it that old, but it's something about if you're a knight or a dame or you've been knighted for acting. I think they give
Well,
you
the
drugs.
thing is, Dick Van Dyke, lives on the blood of innocent children, so that's why I can
It's
do it.
true. It's true. What happened to Sean Connery then?
He wasn't eating innocent children. He was eating guilty children, and that doesn't work. But I didn't know that at the time.
But I thought guilty. I thought that was just like that's guilty and children. That it's the same thing. All right.
Well, that's why the only rich people can find him. You know how hard it is to find a child who isn't a dick.
That's true. True.
And then you got to eat it. So well done, Dick Van Dyke. 99 years old. You keep it up, mate. Well done.
You guys got some favorite octogenarians or plus?
Oh God, my mom's 89.
How many kids does she eat?
How many puppies did she strangle to reach that? So
We just moved her into a home. And she said, "Oh my God, there's old people here."
Oh no. I've got to say, if you've got a favorite octogenarian, chances are they're famous. Chances are they're from Hollywood. Chances are they belong to an evil cult.
Yep.
So
Yeah, seriously. They do eat babies.
I was like Christopher Lee. That's another one. Also English. Yeah. So yeah.
he was cool. And if he was in a cult, he'd straight up tell you about it.
Oh, dude, I'd join that cult. I mean,
Yeah,
he's James
absolutely.
Bond. He's black metal. Like, let's do this.
He's actually killed a man and admitted to it. So
Oh yeah. Fuck yeah.
Cool dude. He was in a heavy metal band at the age of 88.
Yeah, I heard that. It was good.
Sweet. What a dude. He's probably not even really dead. Probably eating a child as we speak, unapologetically.
Man, I don't really care about celebrities, and I don't know any old people that I care about.
How about 2 40-year-olds you like? So
In a trench
and
coat.
Bevan's questions always come down to I don't give a shit about humanity, so I don't know how I'm supposed to answer your stupid question.
I don't know about things.
Come on.
Yeah,
I thought you actually
one
had an
person.
answer. Okay, never mind. I think we were going to go
One
with something that you
person,
did
come
know.
on.
Okay.
What about that guy
All right.
from that advert you like? That weird fucking advert.
Robert Loggia?
Robert Loggia.
Well, he's dead. Does that
Oh,
count?
shit. Well, let's say yes.
The
All
dad
right.
from over the top. The great
Robert
from over the
Loggia.
top. I'm Robert Loggia.
I mean, yeah, he's still over 80.
Then Jesus,
Yeah.
he's over 80.
Jesus is pretty cool. Hitler,
Jesus
overrated.
died at 33.
I'm still going with
That was
Robert
2,000 years
Loggia.
ago.
I like that James Hong guy from Big Trouble in Little. Wait.
Oh yeah.
Big,
Goodbye, Mr. Button.
yeah.
Yeah, he's cool.
He's cool.
I'll go with Green Eyes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Nice.
Low pan, yeah.
I know what we do kind of in the West to unnaturally extend our lifespan. And that is eating children. I don't really know much about the East and what they do.
I think they just powderize everything, so it's like powdered
Really?
children.
Powdered children. Well, that makes a lot more
Yeah,
sense, actually.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's rhino horn and children. And,
Yeah.
and
Okay,
cocaine.
cool. All right.
So.
Brilliant.
Well, I think we exhausted our questions that are good. Thanks for the last one, Blix. You really made us think about old people. Appreciate that.
I might go thinking about old people after this podcast is done. You don't know how I spend my evenings.
It's called Flash Gordon. I think I'm going to do that. That's a good idea.
Nice.
So I think that as the end of this first season of the Dicey Bastards, we'll be back, everybody, I believe in January for season 2, where we pick up to see what happens to them. Where are they going to go? Are they actually going to get on a boat or going to have another like 18-week side quest? I don't know.
Just steadily advancing Jorcerer's political career. That's it. That's season 2.
I got to find a new town.
On behalf of Robert Bevan, Rick Gualtieri, Emily Kaplan, and Steve Wetherell, I'm MK Gibson. We're the Dicey Bastards, and you've been great. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, friends.
And so ends season 1 of the Dicey Bastards. We hope you had as much fun listening as we did talking. This has got to go both ways, otherwise we feel very selfish. We'll see you for season 2, I hope. In the meantime, why not join us on Discord? We've changed the way things work around there, so there's new tiers, new prizes, and new opportunities to hang out with us. See you around.
I too am very hard.